Welcome to For Science Salah Lotfy channel. Today, we explore groundbreaking research on melanin nanoparticles and their potential to protect against radiation damage. This study offers new insights into how we can shield the body from harmful ionizing radiation. Radiation is widely used in medical treatments, particularly in cancer radiotherapy. However, exposure to ionizing radiation generates free radicals, which can severely damage DNA, blood cells, and vital organs like the spleen. A research team from Cairo University investigated melanin nanoparticles, tiny protective particles derived from dopamine polymerization, as a potential radioprotective agent. Their goal? To determine if these nanoparticles can reduce radiation-induced damage and improve survival rates. The study was conducted on 110 male Balb-C mice, divided into 5 groups: control group, which received no radiation and no treatment; MNPs group, which received melanin nanoparticles but no radiation; pre-treatment group, which received MNPs 30 minutes before radiation; post-treatment group, which received MNPs 30 minutes after radiation; and radiation-only group, which was exposed to radiation without MNPs. The results were remarkable. Mice treated with MNPs showed higher red and white blood cell counts compared to the radiation-only group. 40% of the treated mice survived 30 days post-irradiation, compared to only 10% in the untreated group. MNPs significantly reduced DNA damage, as shown by the COMET assay test. The spleens of treated mice maintained better structure and size, indicating less immune system damage. These findings confirm that melanin nanoparticles act as powerful free radical scavengers, protecting vital tissues from radiation-induced harm. The scientific benefits of this research are immense. It advances radiation protection technology, potentially improving cancer treatments. It opens new possibilities for nanomedicine applications, benefiting radiotherapy patients and radiation workers. But what about the economic impact? Egypt could produce MNP-based radioprotective treatments, boosting the pharmaceutical industry. Hospitals could reduce the cost of radiation side effect treatments, easing the burden on the healthcare system. This innovation could also benefit nuclear workers and astronauts, offering radiation protection in high-exposure environments. Melanin nanoparticles could revolutionize radiation protection, not just in medicine but also in nuclear safety and space exploration. What do you think about this discovery? Could this be the future of radiation therapy? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to For Science Salah Lotfy channel for more cutting-edge research insights. Welcome to For Science Salah Lotfy channel. Today we explore an exciting research study on melanin nanoparticles and their ability to protect against gamma radiation. This groundbreaking research was conducted by a team of distinguished Egyptian scientists and published in Springer's Molecular and Cellular Biochemistry journal. Let's meet the researchers behind this study. This study was led by Professor Dr. Monira Rageh, Department of Biophysics, Faculty of Science, Cairo University; Professor Dr. Reem EL-Gebaly, Department of Biophysics, Faculty of Science, Cairo University; Professor Dr. Hoda, Abou-Shady, Professor of Radiation and Nuclear Physics, Department of Physics, Faculty of Science, Cairo University; Dr. Doaa Amin, Department of Biophysics, Faculty of Science, Cairo University, and Biophysicist at the Scientific Research Labs, National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. Their research explores how melanin nanoparticles can help protect the hematopoietic system from radiation damage. The study found that melanin nanoparticles act as powerful radioprotectors, helping to protect blood cells from radiation damage, reduce DNA mutations in bone marrow, preserve spleen function and immune response, increase survival rates in mice exposed to gamma radiation. These findings open new possibilities for radiation protection in cancer therapy, space travel, and nuclear safety. This research highlights the remarkable potential of melanin nanoparticles in protecting against radiation. What do you think about this discovery? Could melanin nanoparticles be the future of radiation protection? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to For Science Salah Lotfy channel for more exciting scientific insights. We don't see it, we don't smell it, we don't feel it, yet radiation is all around us. It's in the air we breathe, the ground we walk on, even the food we eat. But don't be fooled by its stealthy nature. Radiation, particularly the ionizing kind, can wreak havoc on our bodies. Ionizing radiation is like tiny bullets blasting through our cells and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. These microscopic missiles have enough energy to knock electrons off atoms, turning them into unstable free radicals. It's chaos on a cellular level. These free radicals are like tiny terrorists, attacking our DNA, proteins, and cell membranes. They disrupt the delicate machinery of life, leading to mutations, cell death, and even cancer. Think of it as a microscopic riot in your body, leaving behind a landscape of damage. One of the hardest hit areas? Our blood factories, the bone marrow. This is where hematopoietic stem cells reside, responsible for churning out all the different types of blood cells we need to survive. Radiation can decimate these vital cells, leading to a weakened immune system, anemia, and uncontrolled bleeding. Not a pretty picture. The quest to shield ourselves from radiation's harmful effects has been a long and arduous one. But what if the answer has been hiding in plain sight all along? Enter melanin, the pigment that colors our skin, hair, and eyes. Melanin is more than just a pretty face. It's a natural radiation absorber, a sponge for those damaging free radicals. Scientists have been buzzing about melanin nanoparticles, tiny melanin powerhouses, as potential radiation protectors. These microscopic heroes hold the promise of a new era in radiation defense. Think of melanin nanoparticles as miniature shields, absorbing and dissipating radiation before it can inflict its damage. They act like free radical sponges, soaking up these unstable molecules and neutralizing their destructive power. It's like having a tiny army of bodyguards patrolling your cells and fending off the invisible attackers. But how do we get our hands on these microscopic protectors? Scientists have devised clever ways to synthesize melanin nanoparticles in the lab. They can coax melanin into forming these nanoparticles, ensuring they are uniform in size and shape, essential for maximizing their protective capabilities. Turning a promising idea into a life-saving treatment requires rigorous testing. And what better subjects for scientific exploration than our furry little friends, the mice? In a groundbreaking experiment, scientists set out to determine if melanin nanoparticles could truly live up to their protective hype. They divided the mice into groups. One group received a dose of radiation, while another group received the same dose but was also given melanin nanoparticles. A control group, living their best rodent lives, received neither radiation nor melanin nanoparticles. The researchers then closely monitored the mice for several weeks, meticulously tracking their health and analyzing their blood. The results were striking. The mice that received only radiation suffered the expected consequences. Their white blood cell counts plummeted, a telltale sign of radiation sickness. Their bone marrow, the blood cell factory, was severely damaged. But the mice that received melanin nanoparticles along with the radiation fared remarkably well. Section 4. A New Dawn. Deciphering the results and their implications. The MNP-treated mice showed significantly less damage to their bone marrow and hematopoietic system. Their white blood cell counts remained much higher than those of the unprotected mice. The evidence was clear. MNPs acted as tiny shields, protecting the delicate machinery of blood cell production from radiation's onslaught. This experiment wasn't just about protecting mice from radiation, it was about protecting people. These findings have profound implications for a world grappling with the ever-present threat of radiation. Imagine the possibilities: protecting patients undergoing radiation therapy, safeguarding medical professionals exposed to radiation daily, and even shielding astronauts from the dangers of cosmic radiation during space travel. The implications extend beyond the medical field. MNPs could revolutionize the way we handle nuclear waste, offering a new line of defense against its harmful effects. They could even be incorporated into building materials, providing radiation shielding for homes and workplaces. Section 5. Beyond the lab, the promise of melanin nanoparticles. The future of radiation protection might be smaller than we ever imagined. Melanin nanoparticles, these microscopic marvels, hold the potential to revolutionize how we approach this invisible threat. But the story doesn't end there. Imagine a world where MNPs are incorporated into sunscreens, providing superior protection against the sun's harmful UV radiation. Picture astronauts donning lightweight suits woven with MNP-infused fabrics, venturing further into space than ever before. Envision nuclear power plants fortified with MNP-based shielding, minimizing the risks of radiation leaks. The possibilities are as vast as the universe itself. As research continues and our understanding of MNPs deepens, we are on the cusp of a new era in radiation protection. one where nature's own defenses might hold the key to a safer and healthier future. And that, my friends, is a story worth telling.
We live in a world bathed in radiation. It comes from the cosmos, from the rocks beneath our feet, even from within our own bodies. While most of this radiation is harmless, high doses can be incredibly damaging. They can tear through our cells, scramble our DNA, and leave a trail of destruction in their wake. This damage can lead to a host of health problems, including cancer, birth defects, and radiation sickness. Protecting ourselves from these harmful effects is crucial, especially for those who work with radiation every day. Doctors, nurses, and technicians in hospitals rely on radiation to diagnose and treat diseases. Scientists use it to probe the mysteries of the universe, and astronauts venturing beyond Earth's protective atmosphere face a constant barrage of cosmic radiation. Finding effective ways to shield ourselves from radiation is paramount. We need materials that can absorb and deflect these invisible rays, preventing them from wreaking havoc on our bodies. The search for such materials has led scientists down many paths, and one of the most promising leads us to a surprising source: melanin. Melanin, the pigment that gives our skin its color, is a natural wonder. It's incredibly efficient at absorbing radiation, particularly ultraviolet radiation from the sun. This ability to act as a natural sunscreen has protected life on Earth for billions of years. Now scientists are harnessing the power of melanin in a new form, melanin nanoparticles, or MNPs. These tiny particles, 1,000 times smaller than the width of a human hair, offer an exciting new avenue for radiation protection. They can be engineered to absorb specific types of radiation, offering targeted protection where it's needed most. Imagine a future where astronauts wear suits embedded with MNPs, shielding them from the dangers of deep space. Or cancer patients receiving radiation therapy with MNPs protecting their healthy cells from damage. The possibilities are truly exciting. Creating these microscopic guardians is a meticulous process. Scientists start with simple, readily available materials. They combine them in carefully controlled environments, mimicking the natural processes that create melanin in our bodies. This bio-inspired approach ensures the resulting nanoparticles are not only effective but also biocompatible, minimizing the risk of adverse reactions. One common method involves using a chemical called dopamine as the building block. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter in our brains, can also serve as a precursor to melanin. By carefully controlling the reaction conditions, scientists can guide the dopamine molecules to assemble into tiny, uniform nanoparticles of melanin. These particles, with their unique structure and properties, hold the key to unlocking a new era of radiation protection. Section 4. Testing the shield, melanin nanoparticles in action. To evaluate the effectiveness of these melanin nanoparticles, scientists turned to laboratory experiments. Mice were chosen as the test subjects due to their physiological similarities to humans. The mice were divided into groups, a control group receiving no treatment, a group exposed to radiation only, and groups receiving varying doses of MNPs before radiation exposure. The mice were then exposed to a controlled dose of radiation, carefully calibrated to mimic real-world scenarios. Scientists meticulously monitored their health in the following days and weeks, tracking key indicators such as blood cell counts, DNA damage, and survival rates. The results were nothing short of remarkable. Section 5, a beacon of hope, promising results and future applications. The mice treated with melanin nanoparticles showed significantly less radiation damage compared to the untreated group. Their blood cell counts remained closer to normal levels, indicating a protective effect against radiation-induced cell death. DNA analysis revealed significantly less damage to their genetic material, suggesting MNPs could help prevent mutations and long-term health consequences. Perhaps the most striking finding was the significant increase in survival rates among the MNP-treated mice. This suggests that these tiny particles could be the key to developing effective radioprotective agents, potentially saving countless lives in the future. The implications of this research extend far beyond the laboratory. Section 6. The next giant leap: melanin, nanoparticles, and the future. Imagine a world where cancer patients undergoing radiation therapy experience fewer side effects, where astronauts journey to Mars and beyond with enhanced protection from cosmic rays, where workers in nuclear power plants face fewer risks. This is the future that melanin nanoparticles could help us build. This research is still in its early stages, but the potential is undeniable. Further studies are crucial to optimize MNP production, delivery methods, and long-term safety. But the journey has begun, and the future of radiation protection might be closer than we think. The universe is vast, full of wonders and dangers. With melanin nanoparticles as our shield, we can venture further, explore more, and unlock the secrets of the cosmos while safeguarding our health and future.
Hey there, science fans! Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of radiation protection. You know, the kind that shields us from harmful rays we can't even see. That's right, I'm talking about ionizing radiation. It's everywhere, from space to X-ray machines, and while it has its uses, too much can be dangerous. Think of it like sunlight. A little bit is good for you, right? Helps your body make vitamin D. But too much? You get sunburned. Ionizing radiation is similar. It can damage our cells and DNA, leading to health problems down the road. But don't worry, our bodies have a natural protector: melanin. You know, the pigment that gives our skin, hair, and eyes their color. Melanin is pretty awesome. It acts like a shield, absorbing those harmful rays before they can do too much damage. Now, scientists are getting really excited about a particular type of melanin nanoparticles, or MNPs for short. These tiny particles are showing incredible promise in boosting our natural defenses against radiation. So, what makes these melanin nanoparticles so special? Well, picture them as super tiny shields, even smaller than cells. Because of their size, they can easily move throughout the body, providing protection exactly where it's needed. Imagine a group of superheroes, each one small enough to fit inside your cells, ready to deflect those pesky radiation beams. That's what MNPs are like. They're like a microscopic army protecting us from the inside out. But here's the really cool part. Studies have shown that MNPs can actually protect our bodies in ways we never thought possible. And it all starts with a fascinating experiment on our little furry friends, the mice. Scientists took a group of mice and divided them into two teams. The first team was our control group, living their best mouse lives without any special treatment. The second team, however, received a dose of MNPs, our tiny superheroes. Now here comes the challenging part. Both groups of mice were exposed to a controlled amount of radiation. It was like a test to see how well our MNP superheroes could protect the mice from the harmful effects of radiation. The researchers were curious to see if those tiny melanin nanoparticles would make a difference. Would the mice that received MNPs fare better than those who didn't? The results were pretty amazing. Section 4. Remarkable results. From cells to survival. The mice who received MNPs showed remarkable resilience against the harmful effects of radiation. Their blood cells, which are super important for carrying oxygen and fighting off infections, remained healthier compared to the mice who didn't receive MNPs. But that's not all. The MNP group also experienced less damage to their DNA, the blueprint of life. This is huge because DNA damage is a major factor in many health problems, including cancer, and get this, even their spleens, organs crucial for a healthy immune system, were better protected in the MNP group. This means their bodies were better equipped to bounce back from the radiation exposure. The most exciting part? The mice treated with MNPs had a much higher survival rate. Yes, you heard that right. These tiny particles were helping the mice survive the harmful effects of radiation. Section 5. A future shielded with melanin, from Earth to space. The results of this study have scientists buzzing with excitement about the future of radiation protection. Imagine a world where we can better protect people undergoing radiation therapy for cancer, minimizing the side effects, and it's not just about Earth. As we venture further into space, protecting astronauts from cosmic radiation becomes crucial. MNPs could be the key to making space travel safer for those brave explorers. Think about the possibilities in public health too. MNPs could offer protection to people living in areas with higher levels of radiation, like those near nuclear power plants. The potential applications are vast and incredibly exciting. Melanin nanoparticles, those tiny superheroes, might just hold the key to a future where we can live, work, and explore with greater protection from the invisible threat of radiation. So, the next time you think about melanin, remember it's not just about the color of our skin, hair, or eyes. It's a powerful protector, and with the help of science it might just become our shield in a world increasingly exposed to radiation. The future is looking bright, and it might just be coated in melanin. What other applications of melanin nanoparticles can you think of? Hey everyone! Welcome to the For Science Salah Lotfy channel. Today I'm diving into a fascinating study on melanin nanoparticles, or MNPs, and their potential to revolutionize radiation safety. This study, published in Springer's Molecular and Cellular Biochemistry Journal, 2015, Vol. 399, pp. 5969, explores how MNPs can protect our hematopoietic system from radiation damage, boosting survival rates and immune response. It's pretty groundbreaking stuff. Let's meet the brilliant minds behind this research. The study was led by an exceptional team of Egyptian scientists. Professor Dr. Monira Rageh from the Department of Biophysics at Cairo University, Professor Dr. Reem EL-Gebaly from the same department, Professor Dr. Hoda Abou-Shady, a radiation and nuclear physics expert at Cairo University, and Dr. Doaa Amin, a biophysicist at the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. Their dedication to science has shed light on the incredible potential of melanin nanoparticles. So, what did they find? The research showed that MNPs can effectively counteract radiation-induced damage by protecting blood cells and DNA from radiation stress, enhancing immune system function, preserving spleen structure and activity, and significantly increasing survival rates in irradiated mice. These findings open new doors for radiation protection in fields like medicine, space exploration, and nuclear safety. To wrap things up, a huge shout-out to the researchers, Professor Dr. Monira Rageh, Professor Dr. Reem EL-Gebaly, Professor Dr. Hoda Abou-Shady, and Dr. Doaa Amin. Your work is truly commendable. And to our fantastic viewers, what are your thoughts? Could melanin nanoparticles be the future of radiation protection? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to For Science Salah Lotfy channel for more exciting scientific discoveries. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.